Hello learners, you all are welcome to senior secondary level mathematics program. Dear learner, in our last session we have discussed about sets and how we have to represent sets like through roster and set builder form and different types of sets. Now we will discuss about another concept that is involved within the set, that is subsets. Of course, subsets is the type of sets, but there is a difference. What are the difference? That part now will be discussed. When talking about subsets, you just observe a set A, B, C. There are the three sets and you just simply observe what you find. A set A, the elements are A, E, I, O, U. You just see A, E, I, O, U. Under set B, the elements are A, E, U. Again, the elements under the set C is E, O, U. What you observe? Those elements present both the set B and C, same elements are also present within the set A. So, we can say subset means, very simply from this observation we can say set B is the subset of set A, or very other in a layman language we can say the part of set. Here also C is the subset of set A. Okay. So, let again we just would like to tell you, when talking about subset, very important thing is we must have to understand, when talking about the subset we have to define, suppose that if A and B are two sets, suppose A and B are two sets such that each element of set B is an element of set A. That means the all elements of set B are also element of set A, then we can say B is said to be the subset of set A. And here is the symbolize B is equal to subset equal to set A. This is the symbolically represent, and this is the subset equal is a subset of, this is the symbolize, we have to symbolize subset. Suppose C is the subset of A, I can write C subset equal to, I can say A. Okay. And there is a three important result from the subset. What are these? Each set is a subset of itself. Suppose set A is also a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. This is the first principle of subset. Second thing is, null set is a subset of every set. What we discuss, empty set or null set are also a subset of any set. And third important result is, if A subset equal to B and B subset equal to A, then we can conclude A equal to B. This is the result, very important result. So, dear learners, what we conclude on about, we can say about subset, that is, if a set B, the all elements of set B is the part of, we can say all elements of set A, then we can say B is the subset of set A. And there is the three important result. One is every set is a subset of itself. Second thing is the empty set is also a subset of every set. Third thing is, if A subset equal to B, B subset equal to A, we can conclude A equal to B. Okay. For example, if we suppose we are find out the set versus subset, or we can say distinguish between set and subset by taking the number of elements. For example, if suppose set A, suppose this is the null set, the subset we already know, every null set is the subset of itself. The elements subset will be only null set. Okay. Again, suppose a set, the element is A, subset will be phi, because phi is or null set, we can say null set is the subset of every set. The elements of subsets are, we can say subsets are that set and phi. Suppose we have taken two elements of a set A and B, then subset, what will be the subset? Subset will be, first will be A, then B, then A B, the set itself, then phi. Okay. Suppose 3 element we have taken. What will be the subset? One will be A, another will be B, another will be C. Again I can say A B, by taking A B element it become a set, B C by taking B C element it become a set, C A also a set, subset, then A B C, that means set itself a subset, and phi. So these will be the, we can say these will be the elements, we can subsets. Okay. So dear learner, what we find, if there are in a null set, we can say the null set, suppose null set, the subset number of subset equal to 1. Suppose null set means there will be no, we can say no elements of a set, then number of subset equal to 1. If equal to 1, if it is 1, then we found the number of subset equal to how much? We can say 2. If the number of elements of a set is 2, the number of subset equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. If the number of element equal to 3, I can say number of subset equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What we observe, or through mathematical induction we can generalize, there is a formula. You just observe that if there is 0, the number of element equal to 1, number of subset, and if there are element is 1, number of subset equal to 2. If number of elements is 2, the number of subset equal to 4. So we can conclude there is a formula, that is 2 to the power n. That 2 to the power n means I can say if there are n number of elements of a set, then number of subset, how much? 2 to the power n. Very simply, again I can say, or very easily we can conclude that if there are 5 elements, I can say there are 5 elements in a set. Okay, then how much subset can possible? I can say 2 to the power 5. If in a set there are 7 number of elements, I can say how much number of subset are possible? 2 to the power 7. If there are n number of elements, I can conclude that there are 2 to the power n number of subset. This is the very important, we can say, formula we can generalize, and by our observation we can generalize. Okay. Suppose there are 50 number of elements in a set, how much subset can possible? That is 2 raised to the power 50. Okay. This is the formula, we can say this is the standard formula. Dear learners, again you just see, when talking about set versus subset, another concept that is involved, that is power set, and that is involved, or we can emerge from the subset. Power set means, I can say power set in generally defined P within within bracket, name of the set. Suppose X be the set, power of X will be, P of X will be the power set. Power set of a set of all subset of a given set. That means all given subset. Suppose elements are 1, 2, then power set will be 1, 2, 1, 2 and 5. Okay. For example, suppose again I would like to take B is the set, the elements are A, B, small a and B. Power of B, what will be power of B? That means very simply I can say, by taking all subset it become a power set. That means we can say A is the first subset, B is the second subset, and A, B be the third subset, and we already know 5 is the subset of every set. So A, B and 5, then it become a power of B. That means power set B. Okay, that means we can say combine or union of all subset to become a power set. Okay. Now another category of, very simply can say, the set that is not universal set. Universal set is the very important things, and in generally we symbolize U. is the universal set. Universal set means contain every object in a particular type. In a particular context, when we combine all sets, then it will become a universal set. And there is a two important principle when talking about universal set. First is, universal set does not mean a set of contain all element in the inverse. For a particular context, when talking about particular school, that means I can say school become a universal set. We cannot say school with another community. It's not. Particular context, it is the universal set. Universal set for one problem may not be a universal set for another problem. That means it is a contextualized. And another thing is, very important thing is Venn diagram. Venn diagram, when we will draw, very simply we can say Venn diagram means we represent the sets within a, we can say through diagrammatically, that is known as Venn diagram. Or we can say diagrammically representation of a set is known as the Venn diagram. Diagrammatically representation. And universal set U is represented by interior of a rectangle and other set are interior of circle. Suppose here you can observe that figure, U means that total red mark area is the universal set. And here A and B and C through represent through circle are the, we can say, the sets, and within a interior rectangle, that is the universal set. Okay. And British mathematician John Venn, he has introduced the, we can say, Venn diagram for representing the sets through diagrammatically. By his name, it is known as the Venn diagram. Okay. That is the very important things. Dear learners, another thing is complement of a set. What we understand complement of a set. When talking about complement of a set, you must have to understand, suppose U is the universal set. We already know we represent universal set through capital U. If U is the universal set and A is its subset, A is its subset, then complement of a set A is the set of those elements which are U but not in A. That means when talking about complement of A, that means those elements present in U but not present in A. That is known as complement, and in generally we denote it as like A, I can write A dash, or I can write A raised to the power C. That means A complement. When talking about B complement, that means set B, the elements those are not present in B but present in U. Okay. Or we can write like this, A, we can say A complement means U minus A. That means I can suppose A complement, suppose I would like to U minus A. That means I can say X such that X element of U and X does not belong to A. Okay, that is known as A complement. Okay, and there is a different properties that are involved under complement of set. You remember when talking about complement of set, suppose I would like to take, suppose A be the set. Okay, A be the set and U is the universal set. You know that is the universal set. When talking about A complement means very simply U minus U difference A. That is the A complement, or we can symbolize A raised to the power C or A dash. There will be no problem. We can write A raised to the power C or A raised to the power dash. So that is the symbolically we have written the complement of a set. But there is the properties that involved. There is the certain characteristics of complement of a set. What are the characteristics? First characteristics is I can write A union, I can say A union A complement equal to U. Okay, that means अगर मैं combine करूँ, suppose we have to combine both A and its complement, it become a universal set. And suppose again I would like to A interaction A complement, that will be phi, and the details what is union and interaction will be discussed very soon. And third properties is I can write A complement to the power complement, that will be the set A itself. Okay. And by taking the another by taking the, we can say, the properties, there is a De Morgan, we can De Morgan laws is involved. And what De Morgan law is talking, I can say this is also one of the property, and generally we call as a De Morgan law. That means A union B complement equal to A complement intersection B complement. And second De Morgan law is A intersection B complement, which equal to A complement union B complement. These are the I can say very simply, these are the two laws of De Morgan's law. De Morgan's laws of complementary, and this part will be discussed very soon, later we will be discussed. And important thing is, very when talking about the complement of set, that means those elements are present in universal set but does not belong to the set itself, then it is known as, that is known as a complement of a set. Now we have to discuss three important operations on subset, we can set and also but subset also. That means we have to discuss three important operations on sets as well as subset. These operations are very important things. One is difference of set, and second one is intersection of set, third one is union of set. That part we will discuss right now. When talking about first part is difference of set. Remember, when talking about difference, that means suppose A and B, suppose I can say very simply, I can say difference means what you understand like difference of set, difference of sets. Suppose we have taken two sets A and B, okay, and we write like A difference B or A minus B, exactly we cannot say, we better we call in a subset or set language A difference B. That means this element X such that X element of A and X does not belongs to B is known as A minus B. Very simply we can say, that means those element A minus B means A पे है B पे नहीं है. That is the things. Suppose I would like to write B minus A, its reverse. That means X such that X element of B, X element of B and X does not belongs to A. That will be B minus A. Okay. Suppose X and Y are the two sets. Suppose X, Y, I would like to write. That means small x such that X belongs to what will be X, capital X, and I can say X does not belongs to capital Y. That means X difference Y. Okay. For example, suppose I would like to take, suppose very simply U be the universal set. The elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, and A be the set like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B means I can write 4, 5 suppose. What will be A difference B? What will be A difference B? A difference B means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Difference 4, 5. Okay. So we will not take 4, 5. So A difference B will be 1, 2, 3. That means those element belongs to A but does not belongs to B. That will be A minus B, or we can say A difference B. Okay. Now we will become the another concept that is involved, that is the second operation I can say, that is intersection of sets. when talking about intersection of sets, that means suppose I would like to take two sets A and B, and intersection is symbolized very important symbolically we represent like intersection like that reverse of U, it symbolically represent as a intersection. Suppose A and B, suppose I would like to take A intersection B, that means I can write x such that x belongs to A intersection B means I can say x such that x belongs to A and I can say right and x belongs to B. That is A intersection B. That means x belongs to A and x belongs to B. Okay. For example, suppose A be the set. The elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And B be the set, suppose the elements are suppose 3, 4, 5. When talking about A intersection B means those elements are lies between both A and B. That means those elements are common both the set A and both the set B. Whose element? You just observe. The element whose elements are common for both the sets, that is set A and B. The elements are I can say 4, 5. You can observe these elements I can say 4, 5. Here I can know that will be 3, 4, 5 because 3, 4, 5 are lies between set A and set B. दोनों जगह पे अवेलेबल है. So 3, 4, 5 are the common element for the both the set A and B. So we can say A intersection B equal to 3, 4, 5. The elements will be 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now when talking about intersection set, very important things you will get. Suppose we would like to represent intersection of set through diagrammatically, through Venn diagram. Suppose A be the set, A and B are two sets and U be the universal set. And we always consider U be the universal set. And when talking about graphically, we have like to represent like this is the suppose universal set. We already know it will be represented through universal and A be the set. Suppose A be the set like and B be the set. Okay. Suppose I can say this is set A and this is set B. What will be A intersection B? From graph, how will we draw A intersection B? Very simply, I can say A intersection B means this area, this plotted line area. That means this is known as the I can say A intersection B. A intersection B means those elements are common. Those elements are common, we can say. So that means I can say A and B means this part, this plotted part, which that is the A intersection B. That means common elements area is known as the A intersection B. And now we will be move the third operation. When talking about third operation, that is union of two sets. When talking about third operation, that is union of sets. When talking about union of set, suppose A be the set, B be the set, another set, A union B is written like A union B. This is the symbol of, I can say, this is the symbol of union. Union ka symbol is like this, U, capital U. Okay. When talking about union of set, very simply I can say A union B means X such that X element of A or X element of B. What is the difference between intersection and union? In case of intersection, we have used the word and. However, in case of union, I can say we are using the word or. That is the very important things. For example, suppose I would like to take, suppose A be the set, the elements are 1, 2, 3. Okay, and B be the set, suppose 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what will be A union B? I can say A union B, which is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just combine both A and B. That means those elements are present both A or B. Okay, that is known as A union B. Okay, when talking about a graphical representation of union of set, suppose I would like to take A union B. How we have to represent through graphically. Okay, and very important thing, suppose I have taken, this is the universal set. We already know this is the universal set. Okay, and suppose I would like to take, suppose this is the set A and this is the set B. Okay, for example, I have written set A, it is set A and it is set B. When talking about A union B means I can say we have to together. I can say A union B means, very simply I can write, that will be you can see, that is the A. I can say this is the A and this will be B. That means we have to combine. I can say this will be A union B. Suppose I would like to graphically represent the difference of two sets. Suppose A minus B. Suppose I would like to write A minus B through graphically, or we can say through Venn diagram. How we have to graphically represent? And you already know this is the universal set, suppose U, and suppose this is the set A and this is the set B. Okay, suppose I have written this is the set A and set B. Okay, A minus B means what you understand? A minus B, that means A is there and there B will be not included. That means simply I can write, I can symbolically represent like this area. It will not touch the B, only touch the area A minus B. This will be the, I can say this will be graphical representation of A minus B. Okay. So, dear learners, what we understand, we can say the differences means whether the operation, differences, union, or we can say the intersection. Three important operations we can represent through Venn diagram. That is the very important things. Dear learners, when talking about the operations of sets, it will be helpful to prove the De Morgan's law. And we already know what exactly the De Morgan's law. When talking about De Morgan's law, remember, again I am repeating, just A union B complement or dash I can write. This is the first De Morgan law, that is A dash intersection B dash. Again, suppose I would like to prove A intersection B complement, which equal to A complement union B complement. This is the two De Morgan's law. What is the difference? Suppose it is union, here you will be find intersection. Suppose it is intersection, you will find union. These are the very prominent De Morgan's law, and by using the operation of differences, union, or we can say the intersection, we can able to prove these. We can say we can able to prove the different operation as well as the De Morgan's law, and by taking example you can able to also prove it. Dear learners, basically we have discussed what exactly subset is and how it is interlinked with sets, and how we find if the number of element we know within a set, how we can able to find out the number of subset. And important things we have discussed about the power set, the complement sets, and also we have discussed very importantly the we can say Venn diagram, how we have to represent the sets and its by using operations, how we have to represent through Venn diagram, and three important operations. One is differentiation, another is union, intersection, that part we have discussed, and De Morgan's law, that part also we have discussed. I hope that you have enjoyed learning with me, and I always stress you, you must have to watch our eVidya program that is coming, eVidya channel number 12, and also regularly visit our website that is www.nios.ac.in on online course material, because on online course material section you will find the lesson wise the text material, the audio materials as well as the video materials. Thank you, dear learners.